In 1985, while dating actress Grace Jones, co-star of the 14th 007 film, Dolph Lundgren got a small debut role as a KGB henchman in Roger Moore's final Bond film, A View to a Kill. However, later that year, Lundgren would go on to experience great success in a more prominent role as Ivan Drago in Rocky IV. And in 1987, Lundgren managed to secure a leading role as He-Man in the live-action adaptation of the popular Mattel action figure and Filmation cartoon series, Masters of the Universe. Unfortunately, the film was a box office flop and failed to reinvigorate the brand. Masters of the Universe didn't give Lundgren's career the boost it had the potential to give him, but that didn't stop his momentum. 1988 saw the release of the underrated and often forgotten action film Red Scorpion. Whenever Dolph Lundgren's name is mentioned, for better or worse, Rocky IV and Masters of the Universe are usually remembered. Even later works such as the notorious late 80s Punisher film based on the Marvel Comics character and the more successful 1990s Universal Soldier co-starring Jean-Claude Van Damme are always talked about, but Red Scorpion receives little to no attention, and I for one think it deserves better. Mad About Superheroes presents Retro Movie Review, Red Scorpion. Lieutenant Nikolai Petrovich Ranko, a Soviet Spetsnaz operative, is sent to an African country in which Soviet, Czechoslovakian, and Cuban forces are helping the government fight an anti-communist rebel movement. He is tasked with a mission to assassinate the rebel leader. Ranko stirs up trouble in a local bar and gets arrested for disorderly conduct. He is put in the same cell as a captured resistance commander and gains his trust in facilitating the escape. Upon finally reaching the rebel encampment, he is able to infiltrate the rebel movement and gets within striking distance of his target. But he is met with distrust by the rebels. During the night, he attempts to assassinate the rebel leader, but the distrustful rebels anticipate his actions and retaliate. Disgraced and tortured by his commanding officers for failing his mission, he breaks out of the interrogation chamber and escapes to the desert. Later, he is found by native bushmen. He soon learns about their culture. Gaining their trust, he receives a ceremonial burn scar in the form of a scorpion, hence the title. He joins the rebels and leads an attack against the Soviet camp after witnessing the devastation of a previous attack on the peaceful Bushmen by his former comrades in arms. Unfortunately, at this time, Dolph Lundgren's inexperience as an actor failed to deliver a standout performance. He is easily outshined by veteran actors M. Emmett Walsh and Brian James, actors more widely known for portraying roles in the 1982 sci-fi cult classic Blade Runner. However, Lundgren's imposing physicality and proficient martial arts training adequately carry him through the film, and Lundgren shows signs of improvement from one role to the next. I personally think Lundgren's later performances in I Come in Peace and Universal Soldier are two of his best. In more recent years, Dolph Lundgren has experienced somewhat of a resurgence theatrically, after years of being downgraded to the straight-to-home video market. Appearing in the Expendables film series, as well as a small role in the mega blockbuster hit Aquaman, and giving a stellar performance in Creed II, returning to the role that made him famous, Ivan Drago. Hopefully this will lead Lundgren to further appearances on the big screen in the near future. Red Scorpion was directed by Joseph Zito, who also directed other personal favorites in the genre, Missing in Action and Invasion USA, starring martial arts icon Chuck Norris. No stranger to the genre, Zito delivers explosive action scenes. One action set piece stands out in particular, not only because it's well staged and executed, but it's further enhanced by the scene's use of music, featuring the Little Richard rock and roll classic Long Tall Sally. Though Predator beat Red Scorpion with its use of this song a year prior, it's only being played in the chopper as Arnold and company are on their way to their mission. Though Predator is by far the better film, in my opinion the song is much better utilized in Red Scorpion. Red Scorpion is definitely a product of its time, when cheesy over-the-top action movies were in their heyday. Much like the bombastic Schwarzenegger vehicle, Commando, or the super low-budget Deadly Prey, Red Scorpion is often accused of being a Rambo clone, or harshly dismissed as a Rambo ripoff. I, however, wholeheartedly disagree. Red Scorpion has a bit more going for it story-wise than the aforementioned films. Though I like Commando, Deadly Prey, and others in the same vein to varying degrees, Red Scorpion has an intriguing twist of motivation for its protagonist. The 80s was an era in which most films in the genre portrayed Russian characters as the villains. Red Scorpion flips the script, in a refreshing change of pace, by featuring a heroic Russian lead, albeit played by a Swedish actor, with a strong moral compass. If you haven't seen Red Scorpion, I definitely recommend it, and if you have seen it, I hope this review has at least inspired you to watch it again. Thanks for letting your geek flag fly with Mad About Superheroes. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment.